Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shirley S. Villar, and today I'm going to discuss to you the learner's participation. But before we continue, may I ask every one of you to uh, focus on the discussion because after this, I will give you an activity. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to, number one, describe learner's participation. Number two, discuss the factors that promote learners' participation. And number three, explain the importance of learners' engagement. Here's the question now. What does learners' participation mean? Learners' participation is an essential aspect to the learning process. This is very important nga kanang makita jud nimo nga kanang participate ang isa ka estudyante or ang isa ka learner because through this makita nimo og naabay na sulod sa iyang una na ba siya nakuha gikan sa mga lessons nga na tackle. When learners are engaged in the class, they learn to express their views, opinions, and ideas that are understandable for others. So they become confident to express their ideas. When learners ask questions, they learn how to acquire information to enhance their understanding of a lesson. I can still remember nga mostly jud pud sa mga teachers gusto jud nila nga mo ask taog questions. So di ba sometimes they will give us points para lang jud nga kanang maka-ask taog questions because asking questions dako jud kaayo siya og ikatabang sa atuang learning process. Next is learner's voice and participation. What does this mean? So, learner's voice and participation is creating a learner-centered environment that values respect and diversity, involves promoting participation and gaining learners' input about their learning process and school life as a whole. Kinahanglan nga ang sa ka-learner ma-encourage siya nga mo participate kung makita nga gina-respect siya bisag asa siya gikan na unsa iyahang background sa iyahang life, so it is being respected, ang iyahang ideas gina-listen sa isa ka teacher. Every learner has the right to express his or her views, needs, and entitlement to influence the services that affect him or her. Feedbacks from the learners do not only change the creation of the school's developmental plan, but also allows them to be partnered with the whole educational experience. Feedbacks from the learners are the keys to improving the teaching skills of the teachers. Tetler et al. Posited that for learners to be engaged and eventually develop autonomy, they must be involved in the teaching, planning, and evaluation processes. It is very important to analyze how and what students should learn in class or out of class, either independently or with others. Similarly, in grasping the student's desire to learn and transforming it into sustainable practice, the school has to be creative, persistent, and emphatic. So, kinahanglan nga na structured listening and questioning techniques that allows develop and enhance relationships with a stronger understanding of what is being conveyed. Kinahanglan nga makita kung nakasabot ba jud ang mga estudyante. Dapat maging creative, persistent, and emphatic ang school. Disregarding their voices may result to disappointment, discouragement, and reluctance to perform. Mawala ang ilahang willingness to perform kung i-disregard kung dili paminawon ang mga voices sa mga learners. So, in order for them to participate, kinahanglan nga dili i-reject ang voices sa mga learners. Next is capacitating learners' ability. If teachers are to attend to the learning challenges of the students successfully, it is insufficient to just focus on the teaching practices alone. So, dili pwede nga kung unsa lang gyud inaandan sa isa ka teacher, maura jud to siya iyang buhaton. So, because there might be mga kanang techniques sa isa ka teacher nga dili mo work ani nga estudyante. So, dapat jud dili lang siya diha mo stick nga mga strategies. Kung ang isa ka teacher mag-focus lang sa iyang teaching practices, for example, if mahilig kayo siya mag-jokes para nga makuha niya ang attention sa mga students sa klase, so there might be a tendency na ang mga jokes na lang niya mo ay mabilin sa huna-huna sa mga estudyante, dili na ang idea sa topic nga iyang gina-convey. So it is very important nga naapoy kanang lahi nga buhaton ang isa ka teacher nga strategy para nga ang students mas maka-learn or mo participate. So teachers also need to have a broader understanding of how learning occurs. Teachers need to monitor their learning and respond to them accordingly. There are specific factors that impact the achievements of the learners according to HATI. So, letter A, quality and quantity of instruction. So, this refers to the characteristics or feature of an instruction. So, unsay characteristics ana nga instruction. Next is disposition. So, very important nga na ay arrangement or order or organization sa isa ka palibot sa isa ka estudyante. And next is classroom environment or class environment. So, basin overcrowded kaayo, inappropriate ang temperature, so mao'y makawala sa gana sa isa ka student or sa isa ka learner para nga mo participate. Letter D, level of challenge. Kung unsa ka challenging ba ang ginahatag sa isa ka teacher nga activity sa isa ka topic. Next is peer tutoring. This is very important also. Kaya nga no, there are teachers, mostly teachers, mukuan jud na sila nga na ay peer tutoring. Like for example, ang isa ka teacher, maingon siya nga, you have i-pair bito niya ang mga students, like students who are higher performing and i-pair niya dito sa lower performing students in order for them to both understand the lesson. Letter F, parental involvement. So this is very important too nga ang parents gina-check nila kung unsa nay sitwasyon or gina-check nila kung kumusta ang pag-eskwela sa ilahang mga ginikanan. So kung naa sila ikatabang mo, tabang jud sila because they are kanang parents, kinahanglan jud nila nga tabangan ang ilahang mga anak. Letter G is cognitive ability. So, mental capability, so ability to reason, to plan, or solve problems. Letter H is home. This is very important aspect nga kinahanglan pod tagaan og pagtagad because if ang isa ka student is bothered iyang mind kay naay mga problema sa balay, affected pod ang iyang participation. So kinahanglan jud nga bantayan pod ni siya. The last point to be discussed is personalized learning. What is personalized learning? This is an educational approach that revolves around the optimization of each learner's needs and learning style. So, approach kanang strategy nga kanang kinahanglan buhaton or gikinahanglan aron sa pag-participate sa isa ka student. In terms of learning and achievement, researchers show that one of the most effective ways of enhancing attainment is by facilitating learners to become reflective and independent. So, students or learners must be given the opportunity nga magtrabaho or maka-learn sila sa ilahang kanang kuan kaugalingon lang nga dili magsalig ngadto sa uban kay para mas makita kung naa ba sila'y natun-an or wala. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening.